Julius Erving. Julius Winfield Erving II, born February 22, 1950, commonly known by the nickname Dr. J, is an American former professional basketball player. Erving helped legitimize the American Basketball Association, ABA, and he was the best-known player in that league when it merged into the National Basketball Association, NBA, after the 1975-1976 season. Erving won 3 championships, for Most Valuable Player awards and 3 scoring titles with the ABA's Virginia Squires and New York Nets, now the NBA's Brooklyn Nets, and the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers. During his 16 seasons as a player, none of his teams ever missed the postseason. He is the 8th highest scorer in ABA NBA history with 30,026 points. He was well known for slam dunking from the free throw line in slam dunk contests and was the only player voted most valuable player in both the ABA and the NBA. The basketball slang of being posterized was first coined to describe his moves. In 1980, Erving was honored as one of the league's greatest players of all time by being named to the NBA 35th anniversary team. In 1993, Erving was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. In 1994, Erving was named by Sports Illustrated as one of the 40 most important athletes of all time. In both 1996 and 2021, Erving was again honored as one of the league's greatest players of all time by being named to the NBA's 50th and 75th anniversary teams. In 2004, he was inducted into the Nassau County Sports Hall of Fame. Julius Erving early life. Erving was born February 22, 1950, in East Meadow, on Long Island, and raised from the age of 13 in Roosevelt, New York. Prior to that, he lived in nearby Hempstead. He attended Roosevelt High School and played for its basketball team. He received the nickname Doctor or Dr. J from a high school friend named Leon Saunders. He explains, "I started calling Saunders the professor, and he started calling me the doctor. So it was just between us, we were buddies, we had our nicknames and we would roll with the nicknames." Erving recalled that later on, in the Rucker Park League in Harlem, when people started calling me a Black Moses and Houdini, I told them if they wanted to call me anything, call me Doctor. Over time, the nickname evolved into the Dr. Julius, and finally a Dr. J. Erving was first called Dr. J by his friend and future teammate on the Nets and Squires, Willie Sojourner. Julius Erving college career. Erving enrolled at the University of Massachusetts Amherst in 1968. In 2 varsity college basketball seasons, he averaged 26.3 points and 20.2 rebounds per game, becoming one of only 6 players to average more than 20 points and 20 rebounds per game in NCAA men's basketball. In 1968, the NCAA adopted a rule that prohibited dunking. Thus, Erving's dunking was only seen and known to teammates at practice. He then sought hardship entry into professional basketball in 1971. 15 years later, Erving fulfilled a promise he had made to his mother by earning a bachelor's degree in creative leadership and administration from the school through the University Without Walls program. Erving also holds an honorary doctorate from UMass. In September 2021, Massachusetts honored Erving by unveiling a statue outside the Mellon Center on the university's campus. Julius Erving professional career. Virginia Squires, 1971 to 1973. Although NBA rules at the time did not allow teams to draft players who were fewer than 4 years removed from high school, the ABA instituted a hardship rule that would allow players to leave college early. Erving took advantage of the rule change and left Massachusetts after his junior year to sign a 4-year contract worth $500,000 spread over 7 years with the Virginia Squires. Erving quickly established himself as a force and gained a reputation for hard and ruthless dunking. He scored 27.3 points per game as a rookie, was selected to the All-ABA second team, made the ABA All-Rookie team, led the ABA in offensive rebounds, and finished second to Artis Gilmore for the ABA Rookie of the Year award. He led the Squires into the Eastern Division Finals, where they lost to the Rick Barry-led New York Nets in 7 games. The Nets would eventually go to the finals, losing to the star-studded Indiana Pacers team. Julius Erving post-basketball career. Erving earned his bachelor's degree in 1986 through the University Without Walls at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. After his basketball career ended, he became a businessman, obtaining ownership of a Coca-Cola bottling plant in Philadelphia and doing work as a television analyst. In 1997, he joined the front office of the Orlando Magic as vice president of RDV Sports and executive vice president. Erving and former NFL running back Joe Washington fielded a NASCAR Busch Series team from 1998 to 2000, becoming the first ever NASCAR racing team at any level owned completely by minorities. The team had secure sponsorship from Dr. Pepper for most of its existence. Erving, a racing fan himself, stated that his foray into NASCAR was an attempt to raise interest in NASCAR among African Americans. He has also served on the board of directors of Converse, prior to their 2001 bankruptcy, Darden Restaurants, Saks Incorporated, and the Sports Authority. As of 2009, Erving was the owner of the Celebrity Golf Club International outside of Atlanta, but the club was forced to file for bankruptcy soon after. He was ranked by ESPN as one of the greatest athletes of the 20th century. In 1991 he performed the narration in a performance of Copland's Lincoln Portrait with the Philadelphia Orchestra under Riccardo Muti in a concert to honor the 62nd birthday of the late Dr. Martin Luther King. The concert was broadcast and is available on YouTube. Erving made a cameo appearance in the 1993 movie Philadelphia starring Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington and in the sitcom Haggin with Mr. Cooper in 1995. In 1912 he appeared as the minister in the 2012 remake of Steel Magnolias for Lifetime Television. He also made a cameo appearance as himself in Alice, the 10th episode of the 9th season of the comedy series The Office, 2013. Erving appeared as himself in the 2022 movie Hustle starring Adam Sandler and Juancho Hernangomez. Julius Erving personal life. Erving is a Christian. Erving is a second cousin of economist Walter E. Williams. Erving was married to Turquoise Erving from 1972 until 2003. Together they had 4 children. In 2000, their 19-year-old son Corey went missing for weeks, until he was found drowned after driving his vehicle into a pond. In 1979, Erving began an affair with sports writer Samantha Stevenson, resulting in the 1980 birth of Alexandra Stevenson, who would become a professional tennis player. Although Erving's fatherhood of Alexandra Stevenson was known privately to the families involved, it did not become public knowledge until Stevenson reached the semifinals at Wimbledon in 1999, the first year she qualified to play in the tournament. Erving had provided financial support for Stevenson over the years, but had not otherwise been part of her life. The public disclosure of their relationship did not initially lead to contact between father and daughter. However, Stevenson contacted Erving in 2008 and they finally initiated a further relationship. Erving met Stevenson for the first time on October 31, 2008. In 2009, Erving attended the Family Circle Cup tennis tournament to see Stevenson play, marking the first time he had attended one of her matches. In 1988, Erving received the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement. In 2003, Erving fathered a second child outside of his marriage, Justin Kangas, with a woman named Doris Madden. Julius and Turquoise Erving were subsequently divorced and Erving continued his relationship with Madden, with whom he had 3 more children, Jules Erving and 2 others including Julieta, who was born in 2005. They married in 2008 and moved from St. George, Utah to Buckhead, Atlanta in Georgia in 2009 while managing their Atlanta Golf and Country Club. On September 10, 2021, Erving attended an unveiling ceremony at the University of Massachusetts Amherst for statues honoring himself and fellow UMass alumni and Basketball Hall of Fame members John Calipari, Marcus Camby, and Jack Lehman. The ceremony was attended by former teammates, coaches, family and current players of the UMass men's and women's basketball teams. That is all we have for you today. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like this video, share to your friends, and also leave your comment below.